This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got some big update to share with you. $325 stimulus checks are printed and going to be sent out this upcoming Thursday. New Social Security reform bill in Congress right now. I'll let you know the details and how you can benefit from it. Gas prices could be below $3 soon. I'll let you know which states are going to be below $3 per gallon in gas. When it comes to the strategic oil reserve and what's going on with that, and when will prices in general for inflation go down. I'm going to play a video clip from a big economist, and I'll give you some other more important updates as well. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below, and I'm giving $200 checks to my subscribers. Details of how you can sign up for that down in the description below. So House Democrats call for action on Social Security reform, what that could mean for your benefits. So Social Security reached the 87th anniversary of the program's enactment just a couple of days ago, and more than 65 million beneficiaries rely on income from the program. It has been about 51 years since benefits have been expanded. House Democrats hope they could bring one bill seeking the change that up for vote on the floor this fall. So it looks like this fall they could have a vote on it. So what's in it? First, August 14th, 1935 is when this bill was created by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And basically the benefits in this is, so it's called the Social Security 2100 bill, put forward by Larson, seeks to enhance Social Security benefits in multiple ways. It calls for increasing all checks by about 2% of the average benefit. At the same time, it would also set the minimum benefit above the poverty line and tied to the current wage level. So first thing, it would pay a lot higher. It would measure for annual cost of living adjustments, would be changed with the goal of better keeping with costs for retirees, and a few other benefits as well. So that's going to go up for votes in the fall. I'll keep you updated on that, but that has a lot of benefits to it. And then $3 gas could be around the corner, and gas prices could soon dip below $3 in these states. Is yours one? Let me know down in the comments below. What is the gas price in your area now? I think last I checked, mine is like $3.34 is the last I saw, which is a lot lower than it was a month ago. But let me know yours down in the comments below. So the states most likely to benefit from such a steep dip would be Texas, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Georgia, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Kentucky. So those states could see a drop below $3 within the week. My state's on there, South Carolina. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. When it comes to oil prices, using the strategic oil reserve, if that actually helped us, and is it being politicized too much? Inflation at 8.5%, when is it going to actually go down? Take a look at what this economist has to say.
As Jeff Flock points out, this Biden administration push to take oil out of the SPR to bring prices down, it's only helped marginally. Prices are down because of the expectation that demand is going to fall and we're headed into a deeper recession. But having said that, God forbid we have a bad hurricane season. God forbid we have an emergency that requires tapping the strategic petroleum reserves in earnest. We have not replaced that oil. I mean, this is a nightmare strategy that is playing into OPEC's hands.
Let me just say that we should never have had a strategic oil reserve in the first place. That should be the responsibility of the oil companies, the producers, who keep their inventories in balance the way they should. Once you have a strategic oil reserve, do not expect the politicians to keep their hands off it. Joe Biden has done just what every politician would do, is once that oil price goes up, they tap into the oil reserves. They use it for their political reasons. And that's just what would happen. And it would have happened under a Republican, too, Jackie. That's what they do. They tap, and it never will be ultimately used for the strategic reasons that we put it there, all the wonderful reasons of a hurricane or whatever else. They always use it for political purposes.
Art, can we talk a little bit about the inflation numbers that we saw? 8.5% inflation, down from 9.1%. I understand that President Biden says last month there was zero inflation, but that's not, 100% of the story, right? He's not talking about the fact that energy prices came down a little bit, but we saw food and housing two other massive essentials for the American people, continue to move higher. And the reason that the energy prices came down was not because of anything that he's doing. It's because of the fears that we're in a recession.
Precisely. I mean, he was telling the truth when he said the 1 month number was 0%.
Technically
That's true,
speaking.
which means oil prices fell by enough to offset everything else that rose. What he didn't say was that last month, June, was 17.1%.
Right.
That he never mentioned. You know, that's why we use the year-over-year number to put these into correct perspective. It was 9.1% last month. This month it's 8.5%. Who knows what it's going to be next month? But honestly, the reason those prices are coming down is because the economy is slow, and also the economy in China is slowing way down. So the demands for oil are coming way down, and that's what's pushing oil further and further down. My best guess, Jackie, is that we are by no means through this inflation problem. Sooner or later, those prices are going to start coming back up. But President Biden is doing all he can to make oil a political tool for his re-election, for the re-election in the 2022 elections,
Midterms,
off-year elections, and he's going to use it that way, and don't expect anything else other than that. But the real inflation problem is not solved by any means, Jackie.
Art, can we talk about energy specifically within the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, right? All of these billions of dollars being spent on climate change provisions, and you've got Jennifer Granholm talking about how average American, you can get a tax credit if you go put solar panels on your roof, you buy an electric vehicle, or you retool your heating system. People don't have money to make that kind of massive investment to then get a tax credit for it. I imagine that this is only going to push energy prices up in the short term.
Yeah, well, you know, what she's done is she's always got this dirigi's policies of you should buy this, not that, the other. I'll give you a tax credit, a tax subsidy, whatever it is. A tax goes on this one there. It's a really complicated thing. What they should do is have a low-rate, broad-based, flat tax, Jackie, so that the politicians don't keep trying to manipulate everything this way there. This 87,000 new tax agents, IRS tax agents, they're not going to go out there and look through your tax returns to see if you shouldn't get a bigger refund.
Right.
They're there to look at only those which they can get the money from. They're a huge harassment. I did a paper with John Childs, I think 5 or 7 years ago, which said that for every dollar of taxes collected, every dollar you spend, you and the government spends in real resources, 32 cents out of pocket to do that. This is a very cumbersome, very expensive, very costly way of harassing the population. If you have a low-rate, broad-based flat tax, you don't need to worry about people filing their tax returns. They'll think it's fair, they'll think it's correct, and they'll pay their taxes. And hiring more IRS agents is nothing but counterproductive.
I hear you on
It's just harassing the population, and I hope that if the Republicans take the House next time, the first bill they pass is reversing that decision on the 87,000 IRS agents.
What are your thoughts on that? I really like how he is more on the objective side. He said that a Democrat president would use a strategic oil reserve and a Republican president would do the same. I think that shows that, you know, his information is more objective compared to playing in a narrative. Let me know your thoughts on that. I love it when we could get some objective news and not highly politicized, whether it benefits the Democrats or the Republicans. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, Stimulus Update 2022, direct rebate checks worth $325 to be sent out to millions. So, Emily Boson, a spokeswoman for Indiana's state auditor's office, announced checks will start printing on Monday, yesterday, meaning residents can expect their rebate as early as Thursday. The process has been delayed due to paper shortage, meaning the original $125 check can now be combined with the state's newest relief money, equating up to $325 for married couples. Filing jointly can expect even more. So, yeah, this is just in Indiana, and they're another state giving out multiple checks. I mentioned in an earlier video, yeah, that was today. This morning, if you want to check out that other video, Georgia sending out a new round of $350 checks. So some states just constantly sending out more checks, other states zero. But yeah, that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day. So I actually woke up Bella doing this video. You can see the bed right here. She was actually sleeping, but I really wanted to give this news to you in this video. We're actually staying at a family member's house, so Bella and I slept in the same bed together. Bella, you want to give the tip of the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. And what you should always do, you should always be together with someone. You should always have a friend beside you. You should always have someone right next to you because they might be lonely and you should always be with them. So that's all I wanted to say. So bye.
And that was just 2 minutes after waking up. Good job, Bella. Thank you so much for watching. If you like how I get straight to the point, let you know what's going on, hit the like button, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff to support the channel. Completely free to do so. Don't forget about the $200 checks. Details down in the description below. And yeah, it seems like it's just going to be rained out this afternoon. So I was going to go to the park, going to do some scootering with my daughter. But it looks like that's not the case. Anyway, hopefully you have a great rest of your day. If you want to check out any of my other videos or my other channels, you could click right up here, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.